So this is Joshua Hart from GTH Boxing, and today I'm back again with the main man, Mr. Barry Smith. Barry, thank you for joining me again, and how are we doing?
All good, son. All good.
So yeah, first of all, again, obviously, thank you for joining me. Last time we spoke, we covered quite a bit, and just as we got on to the main bit about the mighty Leigh Wood, my
Yes,
internet decided to just
crash.
disappear, and
It crashed on us.
yeah, it just it gave everyone the cliffhanger because that's what the people were waiting for. The people want to hear about Leigh Wood. But before
All right.
we talk about Leigh Wood, I want to just quickly talk about fight night, fight week last week in Poland. How was fight week, and was it a different atmosphere being out there in Poland?
Yeah, it's always it's different atmosphere when you go abroad with your boxing in Eastern European countries. The English fans are the best, they bring the atmosphere, but it was a really packed arena. The atmosphere, it was noisy, but it wasn't like the English atmosphere now. So, yeah, it was a very good show.
And not that as well. I want to talk about Jamie's win in particular. Was the game plan to go to the body? Because I'll tell you what, sitting back and watching it at home, those body shots made me feel sick. So I don't even want to know how it made his opponent feel.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
I was going to say because
I just wanted to buckle him up early, the kid, that's all.
well, the way he was letting the shots go, he was really good at finding the body, and that final shot was the killer. You saw him just he didn't want it anymore after that.
Well, I've always said this, and I will stand on this as well. Jamie is the best British body puncher today. Not even people at the top level can't put their body punches together like him. He's an unbelievable body puncher.
And what's next for Jamie? Obviously, it wasn't the hardest night of work. Could it be a possible quick turnover for him?
Well, I think it was the kid was meant to give us a range, but we put the game plan together, attack the body nice and early, buckle him up, then they start coming for the middle of the kid. But obviously the body's not just too much when he got an handle him. So yeah, that was the plan to go to the body. Nice
So,
and early. We want to get him nice and early around the body, slow him down. He was coming a bit light as well.
so obviously now I want to move on. Last time we were here, just as we started talking about Leigh Wood, it went out, but this time we'll get through it and we will be able to cover everything to do with Leigh Wood. So I want to go back and talk about the immediate feeling in the dressing room after the last fight. Obviously, the way the fight was going and the way it ended, it just didn't feel right.
It was horrible after, obviously. It's never nice going back to the change room after a defeat like that. But yeah, it was just it was more we was more gutted and disappointed really because he just got caught with a big shot. He was cruising the fight as everyone would see. Lara put out about a round or two left in him, yeah, before he would actually really got him out of there. And then he just threw a punch out of nowhere and he hit Lee on the chin. And that was just like it was devastation for us in the team, especially for Leigh Wood as well.
So obviously Lee took the immediate rematch like we all expected, but I think the thing that's caught a lot of people off guard is how quick the turnover is. Come fight night, it would have been just over 3 months since the first fight. Um, what was the what was the reason for taking the rematch in such a quick time?
It's Leigh Wood for you, isn't it? Leigh Wood knows he can beat him. That's the difference, There was no humming and ahhing about for Leigh Wood when that it was in it was in the contract to have the rematch clause, but Leigh wanted it soon as possible because he wants his belt back, and he knows he can get it back, as long as he don't do anything stupid, hook with a hooker again, and just keeps everything nice and steady, and he'll be victorious. He will on the night. I'm 100% confident he will be it.
And obviously, since he faced defeat, obviously, I'm sure there was already plenty of fire in training when he had the belt. Is there that extra gear and that extra push for him now in training because he wants that belt back?
Well, Leigh Wood like comes in. He's like the father of the gym of the boys, yeah. Like puts like everyone in their place. Everyone comes to Leigh Wood for advice in the gym. All the young fighters do, and he happily gives his advice. So he's something what all the young fighters look up to in the gym. But this one, Leigh Wood, he's been stone faced, poker faced now in training. There's no play time, no time for discussions. He's getting down to the work. He's um, he's got the fire in the stomach. He wants it bad. He made that mistake, and trust me, he won't be making that mistake again.
And it's a bit of a different fight this time as well. Normally, since Lee started defending his title, it's been in Nottingham at the Moot Point Arena. This time it's in Manchester at the AO Arena. Is it a bit exciting to get away from Nottingham and almost a bit more? Does it feel like an away day for Lee?
Listen, let fight him anywhere. Let fight him in the park just to get that belt back. If he goes to the car park, of him, we go anywhere with him. It doesn't bother Leigh Wood where he fights. Leigh Wood is an absolute warrior. So yeah, he's in Manchester. He ain't gonna make a difference at all.
Do you think it will still feel like Nottingham though? 'Cause it seems to be there's a lot of fans travelling up from
Yeah,
Nottingham to
of
Manchester.
course it is. Lee's got a massive following. Of course it is. It's going to be like it's going to be one of another great electric nights for us. Electrifying nights. It's going to be unbelievable.
And also, you've already touched on Lee in training about how he's stone cold poker face. How's he looking in training though? How is the preparation going ahead of this mighty
He's
rematch?
looking very good, very good. He's just on point of everything. All of his drills, all of his conditioning, he runs. He's hitting massive targets on it. He's just he's ready. This fight can't come quick enough for Lee.
And without giving away a game plan, what should we expect to see from Lee come May 27th?
Well, that's a surprise. Whatever I have to see on the night, I'm saying nothing. I'm gonna keep my mouth tight on that one.
And then my next question is normally this is where I'd ask what is next for what would be next with a victory, but I don't want to overlook this fight because in my eyes, I'd say this is the biggest fight of Lee's career almost.
Oh, 100%. Every fight since the Kanju fight and the Conlon fight, they're all the biggest fights of his career. And the longer he goes on, they're going to be bigger fights of his career. But obviously, I kind of took from me, yeah, because you just don't know what's around the corner. Leigh Wood win, Leigh Wood Warrington next. That'd be an ideal fight.
So is that the fight that I think that's the fight that everyone wants to see, but is that as a team, is that the fight that you people would like to see next as well, Wood Warrington?
It's a no-brainer, really, isn't it? Because that would just bang out a football ground, wouldn't it? Leeds or Nottingham. It's a no-brainer. I think that's the fight. I think that will be the fight next.
I think if we're going to take it anywhere as well, I'm saying this again, being from Nottingham, being a Leigh Wood fan, I think Lee deserves the City Ground fight. Warrington's had his nights at Ellen Road in front of all his people. Lee's
Well,
not had that chance.
Eddie did actually promise him that after Big Martin Conlon, you will get that big night at the City Ground. So obviously we've had to wait a little bit longer because he's got to do the rematch now with Lara. But he will get through that, and then hopefully it is the City Ground. That's what we all like to see. The atmosphere there's going to be electrifying.
Well, every Leigh Wood fight night, being there as a fan at the arena, the atmosphere is always electric. It's always a brilliant night. Barry, thank you for joining me today. It's been an absolute pleasure, and
Anytime.
I should hopefully catch you on fight night. Thank you.
Definitely. See them. God bless you. Bye.